Welcome to our Fixture Design by Eric Ledesma and Riley Messer. For our problem identification, our problem to solve was to create a fixture plate that can hold CNC Op2 for the Cal Poly bottle opener keychains. The importance of this problem is that we have to safely constrain the part while operating and also locate it properly. And we hope to learn more about the design process for fixturing through this project, which we did.
Now, as for design constraints and criteria, you gave us a list of criteria that we needed to meet. So we have a maximum fixture size, and it has to be made out of aluminum, needed to be mounted to the Tombstone City tombstone on a vertical mill. We made sure of that. And then most importantly, work off of the qualified datums for the operation so you have a correct part, quick load and unload time, and a safety factor of 3. Now, as for the fixture design process, we felt like we had to include these criteria for our own sake as well. So, of course, the locate and clamping to make sure that it's in the right place and it's not going to move with the support. And then we made sure the material is not going to fail and there's no interference with the toolpath whatsoever in terms of clamp, dowel pin, rail, nothing at all. And it's easy to install and remove. These are the standard parts that we decided to use: Mighty Bite, locating rail, and clamp, as well as a dowel pin for locating.
So for our design, this is our FEA and tooling calc. So we did a calculation of what the tooling forces would be and if they would work with our clamp and the material. So our clamp is rated at 800 pounds, so it can hold 800 pounds. And our tools calculations came out to be 20 PSI, which with a safety factor, that makes it 60 PSI. And you can see with our FEA that we're well within the requirements for what we need to safely hold this part.
And now we get into the documentation of the actual fixture design itself. So this is the CAD model that we decided upon. As you can see, we have 2 locating rails, 2 clamps, and a dowel pin for locating as well. This is the exploded view with the bill of materials, so they understand where each of the parts are and where they are placed. This is the most important slide right here with the design criteria that we felt was necessary. As you can see, we have datum D acting as an indicating band, so you can line it up with the x-axis every time. Perpendicularity call out with datum C to make sure that thing is square. And then we also have the importance placed off the flatness on datum A, working with 1 thou there so that we have a parallelism of 1 thou on the parallel plate on top to make sure that that part is sitting in there flat every single time. We also have a positional tolerance on that dowel pin at the bottom, on the bottom left corner right there. We want to make sure that thing is locating and doing its job every single time you clap, as well as the perpendicularity call out on that locating rail pocket.
So for our fixture manufacturing plan, this is our CNC operation planning sheet. This shows the different tools that we used, as well as the operation descriptions, the feeds and speeds, and the time to complete each operation. We started out milling, and then we moved into drills, and we came out to a total operation time of about 14 minutes, which we believe is quite quick. So for our CAM program, on the left, you can see all the tool paths for our fixture itself. And on the right, you can see all the tool paths for the keychain. And an important note is that all the tool paths are above the heights of the clamps and the rails.
This is the cost that we came out to. As you can see, we have our shop costs and our engineering costs. We thought is more than fair and standard in this industry. Total cost came out to $1,335.51.
So for proof of concept on the right, you can see our finished part in there. And over here on the left, you can see the fixture setup. To probe this fixture, it only takes under a minute and a half, which is quite quick, and which leads to improved efficiency.
Now, as for conclusions and why you should buy our fixture plate, we want to make importance of 2 designs: standardization and simplicity. So we have standard sizes, standard parts, easy install, easy removal. It's maintenance friendly, very few minimal working parts, easy indicating band on top, as well as the little work coordinate system board right there, so you can get a quick setup and it works, which is what you ask of a machine shop: fast, efficient, simple.